Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I thought I'd already healed from this? Why am I crying over this again? Why am I still getting triggered? What's wrong with me? One difficult conversation, one unexpected setback, one emotional reaction, and suddenly it feels like we've lost all our progress. But what if we are not failing at healing? What if we are simply expecting healing to be something it was never meant to be, which is perfect? Healing was never meant to be perfect. Healing is just supposed to heal us, right? So today we are talking about the pressure to heal perfectly and why the greatest obstacle to emotional healing may actually be the unrealistic expectations that we place on it. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. I'm your host, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach and the founder of the Freedom Divas Hub. And today's conversation is very important because somewhere along the way, somewhere in our journey, healing becomes another performance, another achievement, another standard that we set for ourselves or we are expected to meet. You know, if we scroll through social media, we'll find countless messages about healing. Okay, heal your inner child, heal your attachment style, heal your nervous system, heal your feminine energy. Well, all these conversations are true. While all these conversations are important, while all these conversations actually normalize emotional well being, they also sometimes quietly create another kind of pressure on us. The pressure to always be calm, the pressure to be emotionally aware all the time, the pressure to always be regulated, the pressure to always constantly evolve, grow. So much of pressure as though healing means that you will never get anxious again, as though healing means that you should never overthink again, you should never feel insecure again, you should never have another difficult day. But that's not true, that's not healing. And perfection is never the goal, right? The truth is that even the healthiest people get triggered, even the most healed people, so to say, get triggered. And emotionally secure people also have moments of doubt. Even therapists, okay, forget everybody else, even therapists, coaches, counselors, we all experience grief because that's human. Okay, as a coach, there are so many difficult days for us. So healing will not, you know, erase our humanity, right? We are all human beings. It's only that healing deepens our relationship with ourselves. One of the biggest misconceptions that I always see is that people believe that if an old wound has come back, has resurfaced, it means that, oh, we've not healed. That's not true. Healing is not about never revisiting the pain. Healing is not about you never feeling the old pain again. Healing is about understanding. Healing is about responding to the pain differently than you did before. So, years ago, okay, here's an example. Years ago, you may have abandoned yourself because of a particular event in your life. But today, instead of abandoning yourself, you will comfort yourself. Years ago, you may have reacted very impulsively towards a certain situation or a conversation. But today, you've started to pause before you respond. Years ago, one setback may have defined your identity, but today you just call it a difficult moment in your life that had come. That is healing. That is growth. Healing is not a straight line, it moves in circles, it moves in layers. And sometimes life introduces us to a deeper version of the same lesson, not because we failed, but because we've grown enough to heal at a different level. So today let's explore why we are putting so much of pressure on ourselves to heal perfectly, and how that pressure actually slows our own growth, and what emotional healing really looks like when we stop trying to perform it perfectly. Number one, we turn healing into another achievement. Now, many of us unknowingly treat healing like another item on our to do list. Oh, I have to heal. I have done therapy, I have read books, I have journaled. So, why am I not feeling completely healed? Well, because healing is not something that you finish. It's not a book you've read and oh, you have now finished, completed reading this book, so I'm healed. It's a relationship you're building with yourself. There is no graduation ceremony over here. There is no final destination over here. It's only a deep awareness inside of you. Number two, social media shows us the outcome, not the process. Okay. Now, thanks to social media, we see people talking so confidently about their healing journey. But have we seen the panic attacks they had? Have we seen the sleepless nights, the moments of self doubt, the relapses, the tears? Healing online looks very, very clean. But real healing is very messy. Number three, we mistake triggers for failure. So getting triggered, that does not mean that you've like gone backwards. Sometimes getting triggered only means that life has shown you another place that still needs compassion. Your trigger is not proof that you're broken. In fact, your trigger is information being given to you by your nervous system saying that, listen, there is something here that still needs your attention. Number four, we compare our healing to other people's healing, and that's the worst we can do. Do you know that? One woman learns to trust again after a year, another woman may take 5 years to learn to trust again. One person forgives easily, the other person takes a long time to forgive people. One person, does things in 5 months, the other person takes 7 months. Now, nobody is wrong over here. Neither is doing it wrong. Healing is not a race. It's not measured by speed, that who came first, who reached that line first, finishing line. There is no finishing line. Our life is a journey. We'll keep on healing and we'll take it, as it comes. We'll heal at our own pace. We all have a different pace. Healing is measured by honesty. Number five, healing is not becoming somebody new, it is becoming more of yourself. Now, perhaps the biggest misunderstanding of all is to believe that healing will transform you into somebody new. Somebody who never struggles, who never cries, who never fears, who never doubts. No, you're normal. Instead, healing helps you become someone with, somebody who no longer abandons yourself during the struggle. Somebody with that understanding, that acknowledgement. Somebody who responds with compassion instead of criticism, with curiosity instead of shame, with presence instead of panic. That is real healing. So, if today's episode resonated with you, remember that you don't have to heal perfectly to be healing beautifully. There is nothing called perfect healing. It is just healing. Growth is not measured by how rarely you fall, or if you don't fall at all. Growth is measured by how differently you rise when you fall. Because you will fall. That's normal. We are human beings, we will fall, but how we rise up is what healing is all about, is what growth is all about. So the next time you catch yourself thinking, oof, I should have been over this by now, replace that thought and be gentle with yourself. Ask yourself, what is this moment asking me to learn about myself? What is what is it that is still left for me to understand? Because healing is not about becoming emotionally flawless. It is about becoming emotionally available to yourself. It's about creating enough safety within yourself so that even when you're facing the hardest days of your life, you don't stop being on your own side. Your healing does not need to impress anybody. It does not need to look, you know, graceful. It does not need to happen in a particular time frame. Your healing does not need to look worthy of a social media post. Your healing only needs to be real. Because the most healed people are not the ones who've never struggled in their lives or who don't continue to struggle in their lives. The most healed people are the ones who've stopped believing that struggle means they've failed, who accept struggles and respond to it differently. Until next time, this is me, Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off for now, but asking you to like, comment, share this episode with whoever needs to hear this today. And don't forget to subscribe to the Flight to Fulfillment podcast on either Substack or YouTube or Spotify or Apple, wherever you're more comfortable, so that you don't miss out on a single dose of inspiration coming your way. And before I go, I again ask you to come and join our Freedom Divas Hub, our growing community, where women discover that healing is not about perfection, it's about building a very authentic and unshakable relationship with yourself. Until next time, be patient with your journey, be gentle with your heart, be your best friend, because healing is not measured by how little you feel, it is measured by how deeply you're willing to love yourself through whatever it is that you're feeling today. Love to all of you. See you soon. Bye bye.